Hi, my name's Rachel Andrews. Welcome to Everyday Athlete. On this week's video, I'm bringing you along on a protest swim. I'm joining a group from Southsea in Hampshire who are doing a swim to raise awareness of the sewage being dumped in the water by one of the local water companies. This is kind of a follow-on to a video I did a couple of weeks ago talking about water quality and some of the problems we have in the UK. So I'm happy to join along with them. We've got about a 1.5 mile swim to do, and then we will hop up and start a Protestival. I'm going to take you along for the ride. I'm not quite sure what to expect. I've joined Sarah, who initially invited me along. I'm really chuffed to be here, and I'm particularly excited by spotting a gigantic turd on the beach. Not a real one that Sarah's made. What skills brings that up?
I'm an early years and primary school teacher, and I'm using my skills for good, not evil. Yeah.
So tell me about the group. What's the name of the group to start with?
So we're Stop the Sewage Southsea. We've been going for just over a year now. We started this time last year after a day like today, this sort of weather. A whole bunch of us went for a swim, and when we got out we found out it had been declared an unsafe environmental situation, but none of us knew, and we'd been merrily swimming for about an hour. And I was aware of the other protest groups locally. We didn't have anything specifically in Southsea, and a group of us the next week decided we were going to strike while we were cross, and we had our first protest a year ago next weekend. About 400 people came, and then we've just been running with that momentum through the year, and here we are today.
Here we are today. And so what we got? What's on the plan for today then?
So yourselves and lots of our amazing swim community are swimming with this huge poo.
Oh, we get to tow the poo?
Yeah, and our support kayaks, they're taking it the whole way down the seafront. We've got different get-in points because we really wanted to welcome all our swimmers, whether they like distance or whether they like a dip. Then we're having a protest next to the pier, which is quite conventional: speeches, signs, making sure we really get our voices heard. But the new thing this year that we're really excited for is then we've got a festival just across the way in some gardens. Because one of the things we're really aware of is for people who don't swim or don't do water sports, they may not understand just what it is that's worth saving and why we're so upset about it. So we've got amazing organisations like the Seahorse Trust, we've got Hampshire Isle of Wight Wildlife Trust, Final Straw Solent, all coming and doing beach cleans and activities and free stuff for families to try and really help people, A, celebrate the good stuff, because this is going to be a long old fight, but also to learn and understand a little bit more about why we're so passionate about protecting the sea. Yeah, this side of the pool. Yeah. Swim safely, love.
Here we go.
I've got my whistle. Off we go.
It's like a PE. It's like a PE trip.
Right, anybody's got any problems? I'll blow my whistle. Just like that.
Great. I feel, yeah. Safety's sorted. Kirsty's got us. And we're off.
So many of us swim for different reasons, but the thing we all have in common is that the sea is our happy place. For me, for health reasons, it has such a huge pain relief impact. I don't have the option of not swimming when sewage has been pumped into it, because then I'm back on my naproxen and I'm back on some really heavy duty medication that I don't want to take. So we wanted to make sure anyone that loves being in the water had the chance to safely join in today and get their voices.
What I've got to ask though is, have you checked whether there's been a release recently?
Well, apparently not. Here's hoping. We're in some ongoing conversations with Beach Boy at the moment about how they're updating and the way that Beach Boy is working. But we'll also very soon, as a result of Stop the Sewage Southsea, have live update signs coming all along the seafront here, that anyone coming to the beach will be able to check.
That's so helpful, isn't it?
Yeah, that's been a result of the protest group. We did a petition last year. The council are installing them at all the toilet blocks.
Oh, right.
And we're having manual updates for the first couple of months, and the tender process for the terminals is starting next week.
Wow.
So we're so excited. Anyone that comes to Southsea can look and check straight away, am I safe to swim?
Yep.
And of course that's not the end goal. The end goal is it's always safe to swim because there's no sewage in the water. But in the meantime, we want to empower everyone to use this amazing natural resource safely.
There's so much packed in today. I'm excited to come along and join in and really just to kind of get in the water, which always is exciting for me anyway. but also to try and help out in any small way that I can. So let's hope people are listening, and let's hope on such a sunny day there'll be a lot of passers-by who come and join in.
Fingers crossed here, Sophie.
Stop the sewage!
Congratulations!
Stop the sewage, and congratulations to you too.
Thank you. So I got myself out and dressed. Kirsty and I had a lovely swim along there. We didn't quite catch up with the rest of them, but it was good to be part of it, and I think it makes a point when it's strung out along the way. Lots of people can see you swimming along and they're wondering what's going on. We also had a ground crew who were walking along the beach, and I think they were telling people exactly what we were doing. And then we got a lovely welcome. And this now is the start of the beach protest before the festival starts on the other side. Let's go and have a little listen.
If you love swimming and you love sea use and you want to make your kit last longer, you can pop along to Repair Cafe and they will help you know how to keep it up, avoid pollution in the long term from your hobbies. They're super helpful. Also, we have the amazing Portsmouth Kayak Club who have looked after our sea swimmers the whole way down. I'm going to hand over to Paul from the Kayak Club, who's going to say a couple of words.
We shouldn't be putting up with it, and let's keep protesting against it.
We know what the problem is. The sewers, as has been said by Paul, are old-fashioned, they're Victorian, and they take both the rainwater and the sewage. And when it rains on Portsdown Hill, southern water open the storm drains and raw sewage and rainwater flow out into Langton Harbour, and then they come out here. That's a terrible way to work, and I went to see them at Bud's Farm, and they were so proud to tell me that they were only putting raw sewage into Langton Harbour 1,000 times a year now. Well, not surprising, but they're like this. So we'll work on that, but we're doing more. I've written as leader of the council to all the other council leaders across the South East to see if we can put in...
So we've moved on from the beach and we're heading into this little garden for this. The Protestival. So we've obviously done the swimming to start it off, and then it's all going off in here. What we've got in here then is a continuation of the protest that went on the beach there with all the speeches and things, and now we've got a lot of local charities and stalls and some music going to be happening. So this is the part where it turned into a Protestival.
But we'll get to a tipping point. The interesting one is to think. What a great day. That's really a great way to try and highlight the issue and to get the local people involved in the protest and moving things forwards with the water companies. So I was so thrilled to be asked by Sarah from Stop the Sewage Southsea to come along and join the protest, and to have that swim along the front was super as well. I hope you enjoyed the video and it's made you think about perhaps getting involved in any local action near to where you live. And drop me a comment and let me know if you have done. And if you've enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing by clicking on my face, dinging the little bell, and you'll know when the next one's out. And I'll see you next time. Bye!